This is mea culpa.
Or same of it?
Mea culpa. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. No matter what happens, no matter who sins, I always assume responsibility. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Some old sins never die, floating around like ghosts of bygone days, reminding me of my past. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. If only some other decision had been made. If only I hadn't hoped for something more. Disappointment would not have torn apart so many dreams. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. I watch as all falls to ash, knowing, I'm sorry, let's see, get the right hand. Knowing that all of this is deserved, that all is happening because of choices that were made long ago. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa.
Actually, we'll get Linda. Linda?
Yeah, let's pick on my favorite one. Bring it off.
My mother's name is Irma, so it was really weird. But I'm not going to touch that topic. I want to read a poem that I wrote for her called My Mother. I was glad to see my mother. My toes were frozen through. I knew that when I saw her, she'd know just what to do. She sat me on the table, and with her loving touch, she warmed my toes and kissed them the way I love so much. God, how I love my mother. She's a vision to adore. I tell her that I love her. She says, I love you more. Impossible, I thought. I don't know how that can be. She said, wait till you have children. Then, my dear, you'll see. Now I'm all grown up. My marriage has been blessed. A tiny little baby suffers at my breast. And I remember Mama, the words they ring so true. I never thought that I could love my child as I love you. I'm learning as time passes, as the world I explore. I find I love my mother every day of the year.
I can deal with that Irma all day long. Alright, we're going to keep going next. Well, we have a new thing that we will have next month, and it's going to be our videotape board. We're going to have a little board up here that will say yes or no. So, as you come up here, if for some reason you say to yourself, you know, I love performing in front of a group of live people, but I don't want my video taken, you can click the magic board and it will say no. So every person will know, so that way nobody can say they don't know. But the reason why we're doing that is because we do want to respect everybody all the way through, and that way it kind of makes it so that way people who are all the way in the back will know so that they're not like going like, I would love. So we're going to keep it going. We're going to bring out the man of the hour. If we can, Cal, the floor is yours.
Cal, do you have power yet?
Put my damn team on this hill. There you go. Anyhow, yeah, it's fantastic. As Kevin was saying, we're going to have Dead Poets next month, and we'll announce the date later. But please prepare yourself. Pick out your favorite poet, whoever it is, man, woman, and just read your favorite poem, and just basically forget about yourself, and you'll just be the reincarnate of Will Shakespeare or Robert Frost or Emily Dickinson, whatever you decide to show. I'm still working on the details.
Okay.
And having that in mind, I brought a couple of Halloween poems because I know I won't be able to share them because I won't be here next month, I'll be with somebody else. So I wrote this poem. First poem I want to share, I'll share it in the letters. This first one is in the villanelle. Villanelle is a French form of poetry, it's 17 lines long, and it has 2 refrains and 2 rhyme schemes. It's kind of technical, but I think you get the gist of it as I read through it. Riding on a broom through the dark of hell, searching for ghosts and goblins to enchant, her evil eye looks to cast a new spell. Speaking a curse, she will never recant, making us do things we all can or can't, riding on a broom through the dark of hell. With snake-like charm, she refuses to tell of new potions from her magical chant. Her evil eye looks to cast a new spell. The brew she is stirring has a ripe smell, something wicked we're unable to decant, riding on a broom through the dark of hell. With her holy rants, she poisons the well, faithful to her credo to twist and slant. The evil eye looks to cast a new spell. The futures are a thing she can foretell. Possessed of knowledge, she really knows scant. Riding on a broom through the dark of hell, I, her evil, look to cast a new spell, which is blue.
Running her fingers, dipping her fingers in the babbling water of the creek. Lying wistfully drifted like the clouds above her. The glistening minnows nibbling at her fingertips. She caught herself laughing out loud and hard. She thought that she might have awakened forest creatures. She knew soon she could have to start home. Oh, please, just one more hour of quiet dreaming. It's so peaceful here, and she hated to leave this place. She rose, brushing the dirt off her clothes, still barefoot. Slowly she began her walk out of the valley, heading toward home. Too late, too late. Pondering, how long have I been here alone? Not sure. The time passes so swiftly. One can't be sure. She noticed the hillside, the trees, bushes, and the underbrush, colors rapidly changing, suddenly by magic. It must be getting quite late. Too late, too late. Let someone else set the table for supper, she mused. They won't miss me if I tarry a little longer. Sudden noises startled her. The clouds growing darker, thundering, shadows everywhere. She knew she had to hurry or she would be drenched by the rain. She began to run, barefoot, carrying her shoes in her hand, still laughing and singing and playing, jumping behind one tree after another, as if playing hide and seek with friends unseen. Getting closer to home now, she could see the top of the roof, voices calling out loudly, "Come home, come home," beckoning her to answer. Too late, much too late. Must hasten, supper awaits. Promise I will come again to my secret hidden place.
The sun peeks over the horizon, nudging you gently over his face. Wake up, beautiful, it's a brand new day. Open your eyes, look ahead, look out your window. Nature is singing happily. Put a smile on your face. Opportunity is knocking. Open the door. So many possibilities await. Open your heart. Open your mind. Be a miracle.
You don't say you can't. I feel better already, all right? All right, we're going to keep it going, and she's going to need time to switch her camera. Debbie, you're going to... Now, for those who don't know, like Glow, she has a poetry entourage. So she's gonna swap spots.
Getting in trouble. Always been a good girl. Well, I'm dressed like this because it's Constitution Day, and I'm going to do that in the second session. So, happy Constitution Day. Uh-oh, I forgot the glasses. Make a short story, and it's my story of my life, just a little fragment of it. So, I'll read it as fast as I can, real quick. Okay, this is called My Sun Shines. The sun shines, and it's spelled S-O-N, and the other one is S-O-N, as in Jesus. The first one is my son. Okay, early February in 1987, I was joyfully singing as I bounced my baby boy, Matthew Daniel, my first born son, on my left hip as he nursed my left breast, while I had the vacuum cleaner in my right hand, vacuuming Sally's floor. Her carpet. Sally was a sweet lady and a good customer of mine. I had my own maid service business. It was Mighty Maids Cleaning Service, and I stayed very busy since Matthew was getting a little bigger. I just took him with me when I could. Come mid-February, I started getting very nauseated and throwing up most mornings, and all those chemicals I used, cleaning all those homes in my business, kept making me sicker and sicker. And after taking this special little test, I realized I had gotten an extra Valentine's surprise. I was pregnant again. I love babies. I love being pregnant, and I love being a mommy. I'm very good at it, and I believe other than Jesus, our lives, our salvation, our children are our greatest blessings the Lord has given us. By my 24th birthday on April 7th, my morning sickness had subsided, and my maid service business was booming. Matthew was growing up too fast. My precious son, my joy. My pregnancy was going well, even though I was a high-risk pregnancy, the baby was fine. On April 21st, my phone rang, and when I picked up the phone, it was my mother on the other end of the receiver telling me that something was wrong with Daddy, and I had to come get him and take him to the emergency room. I left Matthew with my husband, his daddy, and I rushed over and got my daddy to the car and took him to the emergency room. My mama rode with him. By the time we got him there, they checked him out. He only had a few minutes to get to surgery because he had a blood clot on his cerebellum, the main section to his brain. Between witnessing the way my daddy looked after the surgery, the neglect of the hospital that caused him to fall, bust his head and open and get bacterial meningitis, have seizures, those were horrific, then go into a coma, and after 21 days of this, my daddy was dead on May 11th, 1987, just 1 month before his 49th birthday. The trauma was so overwhelming for me as a pregnant mama. After my daddy's funeral, before I could even start to heal from that trauma, someone started stalking me. Go figure, some weirdos in this world, I'll tell you what. The phone rang, and when I picked it up, there would be a man breathing into the phone. He told me what he wanted to do for me, to me, what he wanted from me, and he wanted me to do, and he also told me exactly what I was wearing, and my baby, too, Matthew. So I knew that he had seen me and was watching me. My husband worked nights, so I was home alone with my son Matthew, who was 11 old at the time, and I was 3 months pregnant. The stalker would ring my doorbell late at night, knock or bang on my windows, call me on the phone while my husband was at work. And I sat on my couch feeding Matthew, cradled in my left arm, as I held the 9mm handgun that my daddy had given me in my right hand to protect us if the stalker got into our home. Between not getting much sleep at all during the night, and trying to take care of my son, my pregnancy, my home, and my poor mama, who was totally lost and without a clue as to how to do anything as far as the bills or take care of anything, not even able to, or even knowing how to write a check, since she was always had depended on my daddy that took care of all of that so I took care of all that for her as well. After a few months of this, I couldn't take any more trauma. So on September 24th, I ended up having an emergency C-section 2 months before my baby was to be born. I watched them pull him out of the tiny baby, beautiful baby boy from my womb. They rushed him out immediately to NICU, which stands for Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, while they sewed me up. He was all living on all these machines, and he was so tiny, only 4 pounds. I could not see him right away. It was hard for me to walk. Then, once I could walk down to the NICU, I could only see him briefly, but I had to touch him so he could feel his mother's touch. Every time I touched him, he improved. Every time he felt his mother's touch. They fed him through a tube. Once he could drink out of a tiny bottle, I could hold him and feed him milk that I had been pumped from my breast. My little bitty pipsqueak, I named him Gabriel Wayne. Gabriel after the archangel, Gabriel, and Wayne after my dearly departed daddy. He was born with an A as his birthmark. Can you believe that? A for angel. After being in the hospital for a month with me, pumping my breast milk, and me delivering it to the hospital to feed him with, he finally was able to come home with me. He had to be on a heart monitor for a year, and he stopped breathing on me all the time. I had to thump his little bitty footsies, though, really hard, and make him cry, which caused him to breathe. Sounds horrible, but that's what I had to do. He also wore Cabbage Patch Baby doll clothes, and they were too big on him. I had to order preemie diapers by the case that were special delivered, and even they were way too big on him. After a year and some therapy, he was able to walk and function normally. After 5 years old, while his father and I were going through a horrible divorce and custody battle, he was with his father, thinking that I might not even be alive, when a huge angel with gigantic wings and a bright light all around it appeared before him in the utility of his body dryer at his grandmother's home, and she told him that his mother was alive and that she was all right and everything was going to be okay. My precious and beautiful son, Gabriel Wayne, has grown up to be a wonderful young man, of which I am very proud of. He has been all over the world, more places than I. He makes his own way. He went Hollywood on me though. Yeah, he lives in Los Angeles, California, right down from that Hollywood sign. The Lord only knows if he will become a star someday, but he is already my star. my sunshine, S-O-N-shine, my little pipsqueak, my baby baby. I love him to the moon and stars and all the way back down again. His birthday's coming up, on September 24th, and he will be 30 years old. A very handsome, healthy young man. Happy, happy birthday, Gabriel. And I'll sing to him real quick because he's going to see it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabriel. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Now let me hear you roar. You probably never had this request before, that's for sure. So come on, baby, let me hear you roar. And happy birthday, baby. There is nothing you cannot accomplish if you believe in yourself. All things are possible through Christ Jesus who strengthens you. I could not have made it through all of this without my faith in Jesus. Thank you so much.
Since we've had some storms, I guess I'll read a little something about the storm. Women like me do not fall gracefully. We stumble over our spines, trip over our vows, and collapse into your arms. Our hearts are open books, Russian novels containing 50 pages on the way your voice drifts across the telephone wires each night. Our hearts are first drafts, unedited verses about each and every person we have ever loved, the stranger on the subway, the girl who gave us a balloon, the boy who stole our virginity. Yeah, they stole it, but not our heart. Women like me, we love you from a distance, 1,000 syllables while laying in your bed. We will destroy you in the most beautiful way possible. And when we leave you, we finally understand why storms are named after people. The storm. And what storm are you laying next to?
To the authority of the elements that were just decorated tree ornaments. In any windstorm, thunderstorm, firestorm, rainstorm, hailstorm, sandstorm, snowstorm, or shitstorm. Calculations in rhythmic consternation, feeding off of your imagination, questioning your fragile liberation, longing for those moments of celebration, wondering why the hell aren't you on vacation? Once the skies cleared, everyone just stood and cheered. Although the analysts jeered, it turned out it wasn't as big as we feared, but we're thankful that it veered. In those brief moments you own it. In those brief moments you bemoan it. In those brief moments you envelop it. In those brief moments you become stronger from it. Take it all in stride, hold your head in pride. Now glide, stride, and jump in your ride. That day you won't be denied. Maybe it's the salvation that invites the consternation.
Yeah. Well, after searching both sides of my memory long and hard, I think I finally figured it out. All the time wondering why I couldn't come up with stories about my family like other people, resonating with love and good hugging. Siblings running up and down hallways, grabbing kisses and loving eyefuls from really tall people, showing them the way they ought to be, not the way they shouldn't be on a daily basis. I hear tell them good, cozy kitchen cooking smells and finger-licking spoons round the bowls made for a well-balanced kind of living. That somebody always got to be blessed, like my friend Shirley said. Long as a good pot of greens sat on the stove right by them biscuits with homemade gravy. Why, I made biscuits. Made them right on top of the stew. I call them dumplings, that's what. Made my daddy's famous lemon fried chicken too. Ain't never give away his secret recipe for best chicken, something you will never find nowhere else. By the time I went to ask him about the next cooking lesson though, well, my daddy, he done up and left. Died clean away, twisting and turning in powerful memories I can't never, ever disappear. All of a sudden, the music in my house turned to funeral hymns, while other folks' kids had a few somebodies from the branches off their family trees kind enough to come looking for them, just making sure they had something in their bellies if their daddy or their mama died, while my red bone family, the ones we know nothing about, showed up just like they's come out for the carnival show. Wanted to peek at them little pickaninnies. Kept on laughing and asking about who's gonna feed all them hungry bellies. You know, I hear tell folks got powerful belief in their gods, that they just know they're gonna go to heaven. That God love them something powerful, so they don't worry about their soul. No, their soul show about everything. Why? God don't even talk to me, and I scream at him all the time. Try picking on the devil too, but he say I just too stupid. Ain't worth it. Can't understand why I did it. I raised up them kids like they was all mine from the womb, cause I ain't had a lick of sense. Lord, no. If I'd have had known what was coming before, I tried to be a hero after mama run away, while I'd have looked up into the sun and blistered my own eyes right out of the sockets. Now you just go and imagine this. Your mama say, you should have died on the birthing table, gal, before you come into my life. Just raising pure hell. But your daddy, why, he just about the sweetest little old thing. And he tells you that his pretty little gal gonna go to Hollywood one day. Then your mama goes and scolds you with her tea water when she hears that coming out of your daddy's lips, because the voices in her beautiful head say she has to. That's when he finds out. Nobody want a person with a scarred up soul, inside, outside, around them tears. I used to listen to everybody's stories and feel so good and plenty. I just sit and imagine that I was not really part of my mama's family, but that my daddy had a secret family, and I was really his little princess from that other family, and that my mama, my real mama, died when I was born. I imagine that my life was not tied up to the apron strings this mama wrapped around my neck till I couldn't breathe or think or hate or cry. Them beatings took on a special meaning though. She tied us. She tied us up, arms and legs, to the bedpost with cut-up sheet straps. That way, we couldn't protest or run away from a just desert, as she was always so wont to say. Said we better don't tell Daddy nothing, or she cut our tongues right out of our heads. My sister screamed with every lashing she gave me, but I refused to feel or cry or wail. And when they cried out, I wouldn't turn my head to look at them no more. Daddy always said, never let them see you sweating, honey, because you're going to be a star one day. And I took it to mean no tears, sweat, or outcrying of any sort. That if I cried for anything, I'd be weak and not my daddy's little movie star gal anymore. So I kept my mouth quiet, so quiet, till mama beat me into sleep over and over again. I was so proud. I was so strong. I was daddy's little gal. But then he up and died. We never finished our recipes. We never finished these things. So, all these many, many years later, when nobody really cared, and nobody remembers nothing with true factualities, I sit around people with stories to share, holidays, birthing babies, love, death, happy endings. And I borrow some of what they got. Some of that happy family member they do that just always seem to pass me right on by as I pack a tattered old bag and make my teary-eyed way straight to Hollywood. But you know, looking back on the third side of my memories, I do remember loving my mama. Spontaneity is adventure without due process of a plan. But on the other hand, there's a lot to be said about an organized mind, one that contemplates the pros and the cons. For if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Benjamin Franklin admonished. Yet we're often encouraged to follow our hearts, spurring extemporaneous actions and thoughts. This duality creates a dilemma, one which mankind battled since the beginning. For it was Eve who flew by the seat of her pants, impacting Adam to do wrong, though he had the plan. Which brings us back to debate spontaneity or a strategic state. Aha! I believe I've solved it all. Anyway, ladies, this is what we should do. From our hearts, we'll make the best of plans, and if they fail, well, we'll just blame a man. Men, it's worked since Adam for you. Blaming the opposite sex when your plans fall through? Or maybe it comes down to just taking charge. Can't you see? It's as clear as mud.
All right, now, Miss Queen, come on up here. Miss Queen is going to bring a little piece of poetry for you. Let's give her a big round of applause. Come on, Miss Queen. Do this, so thank you so much. So the floor is...
Fish in the fishbowl. I was like, what? That's awesome.
I'm allergic to the white gown, so this is my first time ever reading. The name of this piece is called Baby You Are. Baby, you are more than life to me. You make me feel so happy to be free. Knowing you will always be there for me, making me happy to be your wife to be. Baby, you are as pure as cotton, because my love, you will never be forgotten. I may be quiet and easy going, but my love for you will keep on flowing. As a river into your sea, that's how much you mean to me. Baby, you are as fine as can be. Your body is so fine and fine indeed. Your lips are brown and very sweet. Their taste is everything can be eaten. Baby, you are my knight in shining armor, guarding me with great honor, watching over me with your sword, making sure Nikki will never be bored, protecting me from all hurt, harm, and danger, never appearing to me as a stranger. Baby, you are a Casanova, making love to me with sweat all over. It's to me a sweet sensation. Each time to me feels like I'm on a vacation or a honeymoon, because sparks are flowing all over the room. Baby, you are my best friend, the very one I can depend on. When I need a shoulder to cry out, I know you will be there. When my heart is heavy, you will never disappear. When I'm down and out, without a doubt, you will be there. We can talk about whatever comes to mind. Because for real, I have the time. Do not never feel that you cannot depend on me, because I will always be there for you. With a smile and open arms, because my love for you is very warm. Baby, you are my everything, from my man to my best friend. What we have is very special, and I will always treasure it forever. Loving you through all kind of weather, and stroking me as if you were using a feather. The love I am getting is oh so strong. Never using your finger, just only the tongue. I got to have you, baby. Oh yes, I do. Please give me some. You know what to do. From the bed to the floor, can go tongue. From dusk to dawn, I've had to have me some of that sweet loving tongue. Baby, you are.
give that girl a big
Sitting on my back porch, howling at the moon. Grab a bottle of wine and your book, girl, off into the bedroom. I got Judge Judy on the TV. She's got nothing much to say, except that she is a boss of applesauce. That is her way. I'm just sitting on my back porch, howling at the moon. Somebody howl now. Howling at the moon. Heard women screaming, yell. Howling at the moon. Don't you know, my darling, I give you all my heart. Now you done let me down, throw me out. Say it's time for us to part. Well, I don't think ever sin. Understand your ways. Down on my knees, begging pretty, please hear it. Darn word that I have to say. I'm just sitting on my back porch, howling at the moon. I'm just howling at the moon. I'm just howling at the moon. Said you don't love me. It's time for me to go. Well, I'm getting a little long in the tooth, girl. I sure the heck would need to see that picture show. But I know what the truth is. You just got that 7-year itch. I'm not going to call you the Z word. Just call you the Halloween witch. Oh, backwards. Howling at the moon. I'm just howling at the moon. I'm just howling at the moon. Now, Terry is a music, a lot of my music. And my birthday's 4th. Well, her birthday's 9/11. We just did that. And, I call it a flair for the office. And we love the party. Started out to be a birthday song for someone I love. Sitting at the clinic, see the terrace up above. Then the old, them twin towers falling to the ground. Something evil crazy now. I see a strong town. Yeah. What's going on, my lady? What's going on, my 2 beautiful babies? What's going on? Sad world. Then I saw a president, all in tears, being real or being fake. I hope he realizes all of our fears. And he says that this here is an act of war. Because he really think he can even up the storm. Yeah. What's going on, my baby? What's going on, my 2 beautiful babies? What's going on? Married preaching. Almost 3,000 money bags. And all we do is sit. Let's roll in the Pentagon. But the innocent deaths in Afghanistan that are hidden. What's going on, my baby? What's going on, my 2 beautiful babies? What's going on? Days later, we had a moratorium for all the American religions. We joined up together. And we know through a song and prayer in our Jesus, Jesus, with the weather, Mr. Bush is stormy weather. What's going on, my baby? What's going on, my 2 beautiful babies? What's going on? Man. I do want to do,
Daughter you have.
Yes, you did.
She is.
It's a lot of work.
There's a little backstory with this. This is a short story, and I would have probably never read it here.
But then you got here and
With the beckoning of some in this room, I had to dig it out of the archives. I wrote this in high school when I was 15. Wow. And it's actually fitting that it's this time of year. It was actually, well, technically next month would have been better, but it was actually for a class. And the idea behind this project was that it had to be a Halloween story. It was supposed to be dark and scary. And I completely went dead opposite direction. I don't know why. I just started writing and I ended up with this. And it's not a true story, but it's just interesting that it was supposed to be a Halloween project at school. So here it is. This is called From Ashes to Flowers.
I love you already.
There once was a girl, not just any girl, a beautiful girl with such grace and charisma. Her name was sweet and unique, Kaomi. At this point in her life, she was simply living. She was riding life like a Sunday afternoon train. Just out of college, bold, but still young in the adult world. She was able to hold a job, a very nice job in the real estate business. What was holding her back, though? What was keeping her from essentially reaching the stars? Her parents were fresh out of a divorce, and they were still emotional about the situation. This really crushed Kaomi emotionally, but physically, to the outside world, everything was peachy. Cancer was found to be alive and haunting her mom's life. Her wonderful father was diagnosed with diabetes 3 long months after her mom was diagnosed with the cancer. This combination was deadly enough, but in Kaomi's life, she was also dying. Dying on the inside from an emotional roller coaster that could not find its end. She would eventually have enough of this stress. She would move to Colorado, her birthplace. From city life and taxis to country folk and cattle. From old to new, thinking this might erase the thoughts of her mother and father. This decision to her was great. She saw herself starting over, creating almost a new life. The thought, though, turned out to be clearly wrong. Wrong mindset, wrong age, and it was definitely the wrong time. This decision would quickly bring Great Depression. Drugs were becoming her stronghold, and sex was her way out, her escape from the collapsing world around her. She would wake up every morning with headaches from last night's fun. Her life was like 1,000 screams curdling your blood, non-stop failure in the eyes of family, friends, and relatives. Her life began opening up in the eyes of her peers also. Her friends were no guidance for her, but even with their problems, they knew her ankles were tied and she was falling. Guidance. The lack of guidance could have been her problem. But the drain of no male acceptance or father figure in her life was seeping in like a bad tear gas. She was falling. She could no longer rely on a kiss or an ever-soft hug any longer, not even a good night, but now relied solely on hope to make it through the night. There was by a slim chance light at the end of the tunnel, a peephole, but light as light. She would wake up failing to realize, though, the beauty of the windy plains, the gorgeous mountains glazed with snow, the things God most definitely brought her to see. Kaomi
Try to remember it from my mind. It's called Exposed Soul. I wrote it one day, maybe about 5 years ago. I don't know, I think I was in a place where I didn't feel too comfortable in the world, or trying to find my way in the world. Yeah. So it's called Exposed Soul. Exterior solid as a rock, interior rock breaking down. Superior, I stand my ground. Eventually, I'll take the crown. I let me loose and now I'm wild, hungry out on the prowl. Way too far to catch dreams I'm living out now. I live out loud, I'm living on proud to be she, raised at 6'13". Gorilla's blood flow in me, Jesus' blood shed for thee. Life is such a course I must repay with no remorse. Won't allow the wicked ways of evil to bow me down. Bow down to no other than He. It is He created in me.
Amen.
Reflections of His grace are spread all over this place. Yes, life is a race with an unpredictable ending, fighting to stay alive, utter spiritual words, and somehow I survive. But not once am I surprised that His word He delivered. Such a gratifying feeling, something this world could never give us. So despite what you see when your eyes fall upon me, I am an image created in God and shall conquer in His name, and forever and ever He shall reign. So here I am exposing my soul. I can only hope shattered hearts begin to unfold, exposing such beautiful, glorified souls.
Let it go!
The reason I dressed, that's peach tea, if you need to know. That's peach tea, I promise. Peach tea. That's all it is, Frank. Okay. The reason I'm dressed like this is because today is Constitution Day. So, I just want to read this little something I wrote it for you. Happy Constitution Day. Today, September 17th, 2017, marks the 230th day, 30th anniversary of signing of our Constitution. I read my writing. At the Philadelphia Convention Center in 1787. On this day in 1787, the United States Constitution was signed by 38 of 41 delegates present at the conclusion of the Constitutional Convention. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare and security, the blessings of liberty to ourselves, our prosperity, or posterity actually, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. God bless America.
God bless.
God bless us each and every one. I'm very thankful to be to and for these 38 men who forged and signed our Constitution. I'm very thankful for all of our founding fathers, all the men and women who have lived and died for us. None of us are perfect. We've all made mistakes. You could have been a man of great ideas and deeds, but a horrible person, a horrible father, horrible husband, etc., etc. What we celebrate is the good that all these men and or women before us did. We are a great nation, the greatest country in the world, and we should learn from our history and keep it safe for all those after us to see and learn from. We should love one another, pray for one another. We are the United States of America. United we stand, divided we fall. No matter what color, religion, political party, sex or sexual status, marital status, etc. you are. As an American, we are all we the people. Thank you.
We want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out tonight. We want to make sure to remember October 15th. October 15th is going to be a 1-year anniversary, so that's going to be your time to really kind of celebrate out. And we encourage all of our new people. That's right, all the people who came out here for the first time. You guys did absolutely amazing. And we want to have you guys come back for sure. Put it on the calendar, third Sunday of every month. One of the things that we try to pride ourselves on is that everybody here is all part of the same struggle. And we all have something to contribute, and we all want to bring forth some bit of us out to the community, so this is our way to do it. So make sure to be out here October the 15th. And on that note, we'll see you at the next Poetry Jam.
Amen. Thank you for that.
So I thought I'd try this out. I write for myself mostly.
Good job.
So I thought I'd come out and just share something. This is my first time. So.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to have you, honey.
The poem that I'm going to read today is a poem that I wrote. I'm a very vibe type, Philly type person, so I lead with my emotions a lot. So everything that I write, it comes not from my mind, but from inside, from my heart, from my emotions. This I wrote for a friend. It's called "Thinking About Your Love." Here it is. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's called "Thinking About Your Love." My heart, oh my. A mind of his own. See, I told heart we don't know love, but heart thinks it's so love. These intensified feelings and waves of emotions pulsate through my body. It's hard to keep focused when every thought is of you and visions of your presence. And I know that it's you, if I ever knew a blessing. I've been thinking about your love. It's deep inside of me. It's time I confess it. I gotta set myself free of this built up love pounding at my chest, heart trying not to stress it. I've been thinking about the possibility of you and I, and not even if I tried, I couldn't get you up off my mind. It's like you're everywhere I am, a never-ending thought. I try to push back my feelings, but I'm stuck, I'm caught. Now the only thing that I could do is to tell you that I'm so in love with everything about you. I can honestly say that I never felt this way. I never been so sure. I never felt love so pure. I'm not trying to convince you to take me by the hand and love me forever. I'm just simply pouring out my soul through the arrangement of letters. And if my intuition stands correct, there's no doubt in my mind that we connect. I'm pushing out my feelings, there's no time for regret. Now I'm willing to take the leap if it means exploring your beautiful mind while your soul I seek. But I'm also willing to take the fall just as long as I know that you've heard my heart's call. So whichever way you choose to go, whichever way your heart flow, I've been thinking about your love and I just thought you should know.
Let's keep it going. Right afterwards, we're going to have Miss Lorianne. Where's she at? Miss Lorianne? To the mic.
a poem this week after being given a word by Cedric. So what was the word, Cedric?
Consternation.
Consternation. Good word. Okay, so this is the consternation poem. I don't understand. I never expected this. It was never planned. I was never looking for this. With you, I am constantly in a state of astonishment. I was always so provident, but when I look in your eyes, I see my soul in the constellations. You touch me, kiss me, caress me, and then suddenly I realize I'm lost in consternation.